All right.
Okay, you guys, we have a lot to talk about. It is so much bull crap going on, so we just gonna have to just go on and get into it.
Yeah.
So, Cent, what you got to say about all this, as I call it, fuckery,
Bullshit,
self-inflicted bull crap with us killing each other, just a bunch of different bull crap.
Shit. For me, it's so different. I mean, these babies is dying and dying and dying and dying, and they going. It's like they going back. What, we have about 4 deaths in the same month. And it's
almost
not the
like the
first
same
time.
week.
Yeah, this is not the first
like
time it happened. And then what I don't understand is we out here. We march, we talk, we preach, we go on and on and on, and then they say Black Lives Matter, but I guess Black Lives don't matter in the hood. And that shouldn't be like that.
It seems to be
all
like it matter when the police do something.
Yeah, only if the police do something to us. And I ain't with all that. I don't feel like we already being it ain't that many of us now any darn way, and they study killing us and killing each other, should I say. And that shit ain't cool at all. And then these youngsters always say y'all did it when y'all was young.
It's a difference.
It's totally
different.
It's
a big difference.
I mean, yeah, you can say murder is murder, but it wasn't. People was fighting for neighborhood, fighting to protect their neighborhoods. They wasn't out here just killing like these youngsters doing. They don't have a clue. And then you got some of these older ones or older cats always hollering about, y'all ain't putting in no work or doing this or doing that. Nigga,
it's time out for that.
You're supposed to be grabbing them, telling them, come on, y'all, let's get together in case it is a war. Or nigga, is you going to school? What you doing for yourself? Come on, grabbing them. As they say, OG homies, YG homies ain't supposed to be sending their little homies to prison or whatever. I mean, true enough, you can't make them, but you put it in their head because they watching somebody. And then you got so many nobodies out here trying to call shots. I don't understand that either, though. Like these babies that's getting killed, it's like it's sickening. It's sickening.
It is. That's why it made me want to do a video, because I went down my timeline yesterday and I seen a few people that had passed away from the coronavirus. Then I seen videos of the police beating the shit out of people, and then go down, you see RIP, 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 and I'm just like, come on now, like we knocking each other down on top of the coronavirus is knocking the world down, on top of police brutality is knocking us down. And what I mean as us, I mean blacks and Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's sad where it's a lot of self-inflicted bullshit that we're doing to each other, and it's like I said on the video, we need numbers, not bodies. You know what I mean? Like, one thing I say, as far as in the OGs and the parents, need to let the kids know that your enemy is not nobody that look like you. You know what I'm saying? The enemy is the suppressor.
Exactly. And then you might be killing somebody in your family. You know?
Don't even know it.
People don't do old school stuff, family reunions and stuff, so you don't know who you're related to, or who your relative or your cousin or whatever y'all want to say. You don't know who you might be related to that you killing, or then rode with somebody to go out there and do something or whatever. Like, what are y'all getting out of it? I mean, what are y'all getting out of it? I always say God left some of us here so we can be able to tell y'all, because my homies, brothers, they didn't get nothing out of it. You got guys in there doing life, and then they say gang banging was worse back in these days. No, it wasn't, because if you was with your mother, your sister, your brother, whatever, you got a pass. And we had, I mean, in the days, we had some hard, we had some gangsters. These right now is wanksters, but we had some gangsters. And back in our days, I mean, if you pull up a nigga say, I caught you slipping blood, but you with your mama, you got a pass. Or you with your kid or whatever. These kids nowadays, they just shoot and they don't care just to say that they did something. That's not cool at all, because you better believe you reap what you saw. You better believe that. What comes around goes around. It ain't cool to walk up and just kill somebody, or drive down the street and kill somebody. Like, I mean, I don't get it.
I don't get it. My thing is, I understand why we as people are so angry. I understand it, because it's traditional. You know what I'm saying? It's been passed down, and on top of things that's been going on for the young ones to actually see it, to be angry about or go through it. But at the end of the day, we gotta like stop being so mad and spread love. You know what I'm saying? At some point, because at the end of the day, when everything is said and done and it's really a war, you know, you're gonna be standing next to the people that you at war with right now. So you think in your mind, and you're gonna depend on them, and they're gonna depend on you to have their back. So why not just open arms now instead of waiting until it's wartime? Because I believe it's coming. I believe it's coming. And like I say, just knocking each other down, need to save the ammo for the real op.
Exactly. And put them in a boxing ring. Take them to karate. I mean, they did a lot of fighting back in the days too, though. They fought, you know. They like, what's up, you know. And then homies fought, and then went and got a 40 and sat down and got drunk and talked about it, laughed or whatever. Not nowhere in the world that you grew up with somebody, slept in the same house with them, and then all of a sudden you start killing each other. Like, I don't get it. I know people say, you know, a lot of bad blood been passed down from different neighborhoods and stuff. That's true.
But we gotta let it go at this point. At my opinion, at this point, just based off of what's really going on in the world, we gotta let that go and come together. Because there's no other way. It's like we already separated and divided, and they are one whole. All of them, they're one whole. They not coming and playing and tripping with each other in the midst of anything. That's going to be us. Like, oh, I don't like him because that nigga from Hutu. I'm like, man, y'all need to let that shit go. Like, unity. Let that shit go. Exactly. Get some unity. Get some love. Get some structure.
What are y'all looking for? I mean, what are y'all looking for? Because I can tell you, a reputation don't get you nowhere.
But a big ass funeral.
You don't own the street. You don't own a block. You say, I mean, no, you don't own none of that unless you doing what Nip did. Go buy up some stuff, make some money. That's what y'all should be doing. Getting together, putting your money together, buying up some stuff. You know, we the only race that don't own. We really don't own. Right, we don't own enough. Like, you got people out here that's trying to help. You know, that want to help you guys, but I'm trying to figure out what you want, what you're looking for. You know, what is it that you need, or what is it that you want? You know, to stop the killing. You know, what can somebody tell me? Can y'all comment on it and say, tell us what you need, what you're looking for, what you want? I'm not saying that we have all the answers to everything, but maybe we can try to help, or somebody can try to help, you know. And even as well with some of the celebrities, some of y'all come back and put some in the neighborhood for your people, you know, because if it wasn't for the people, then it wouldn't be you guys, you know. So come back and help some of us. You know, I know, Dr. Dre, you do your part. Trust me, I know. And I don't know whoever do what else. I'm not saying you don't, but I'm just saying it's more help out here needed. These young brothers, they looking for something.
And young sisters, they confused, delusional.
Lost. And I know it's, you know, they say lack of fatherhood, some a lack of motherhood or whatever.
But the thing is, it goes back to the suppressor. Taking away the fathers, taking away the mothers, you know, and then on top of that, we've been killing each other. So you have to understand why the youngsters are the way they are, and that's why it is a big need for us to stop talking about it and actually get out there and reach them youngsters and actually talk to them and attempt to see what it is that they need and assist them with what they need, because a lot of them just need love and somebody to talk to when they upset.
That's it.
You know,
I agree. A lot of them just need love. Some of them want a job,
support.
I mean, I do what I can do, you know, and I know it takes a village, you know. It seemed like some of the villages out here in competition with them. I'm not in competition with nobody but myself, trying to be better than I was yesterday, you know. But I mean, my doors is always open. My phone is always open for whoever, whatever, you know, any type of way that I can help. And I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm not saying I got it all. But I just want y'all to stop killing each other. Like, it's sad, you know, growing up, a lot of us buried our parents, you know, or my mother and them buried their parents.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite. And I just hate seeing, I don't care where you from, who you are, I just hate seeing my brothers falling like that. And then these babies that don't even know what it's about. Some of these youngsters don't even know. They just want to impress and prove something to somebody. Y'all sending babies on missions that don't even know what they doing, you know. And then you better be careful, because some of them get caught up and come back and tell on your ass, and then you're gonna do all that time, and then you're gonna say, oh, whoop-de-whoop snitched on me or whatever. But look what you're dealing with. Look who you talking to. You dealing with babies that don't know. It's a lot of people out there in the streets, you know, they got a lot of mouth, you know, like I don't care, I'm not scared, but in that heart, someone really be scared, like, ooh, I hope they don't call me, I hope they don't, you know. Like, it's sad, and it goes on, they'll stop, then it goes on, they'll stop, and then it goes on. Like, what are y'all looking for? I mean, what do y'all want? Because in a war, nobody ever wins. You kill some, they kill some. You go next door and shoot Sarah. She gonna come back and shoot Jill. You go shoot John. He gonna come back and shoot Jim. It's gonna go on and on and on and on. You know, in a war, nobody ever wins. So sometimes it's best to just put it down and say, you know, forget it, man. Let's see what we can do. You know, it's
Right.
not going to be easy. I know it's not going to be easy. And yes, I have lost people. So before anybody say you don't know what it's like, because you ain't lost people, I lost a brother. I lost by violence. I lost nephew. I lost a lot of family by violence. A lot of family and a lot of homeboys that was like family. So I feel you. I know how you feel. I know what it feels to lose somebody. Trust me, I do. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying, it's not getting you nowhere. And then especially with these youngsters, you know, it's not cool at all. It's not cool
On no level
at all.
They out here just ripping and running, and like I say, on pussy, dick, dope, and dynamite, and they just own. You know what I'm saying? It's a lack of teaching in the house. It's a number of things as to why they are like that. But the thing is, like you had said to me one time, you have to talk to these kids and see what it is actually going on, because a lot of them will talk to you. It's a lot that will not talk to their parents, but they will talk to a stranger
else.
you know, so it's one of those things like, stop talking about, oh, we need to put the guns down, oh, we need to do this, and actually get out there and do the actual footwork. Actually talk to these young kids. Actually, I mean, no difference than like
Love
the kids
them.
that's up here. You know, talk to them. You can kind of understand their little different personalities and go from there. But you can't just generalize and just be like, oh, y'all just need to stop. No, you have to do the footwork. You have to do the footwork.
You have to earn that trust, because some of them have really been hurt by not just so it's easy to fall prey if you already hurting. It's easy to fall prey if you don't have. You know, it's easy to fall prey if you're not eating. It's easy to some people fall prey because they see mama struggling, or mama's not in the house, or daddy's not in the house. So it's easy to be vulnerable, you know. But why take somebody that's vulnerable and just use them and throw them
destroy
away?
their life.
Destroy, instead of pulling them, because if you look out for them, they will remember that. They might. And I know they come with attitudes. Believe you me, they come with attitudes, because we deal with some of them up here. We dealing with them now.
God.
The girls and the guys, they come with attitudes. They come with toughness, because they got their guards up because of what they've been through, what they going through. And like they say, you know, sometimes some of them are being judged because they got tattoos. The first thing they say, look at them with all the tattoos. Ask them why. What happened? You know, what do those tattoos represent? Or what happened in your life? Sit down and talk to them and find out what they want, what they need, you know, and they will talk to you. They earn that trust. They might not open up the first day, the first week, but they will open up to you. And once they earn that trust, they'll talk to you all day long. I've done it. I've done it. I don't know if it's a gift, but I've done it, and I'm gonna continue to do it. And I know people I hear all the time, since you ain't gonna never be able to stop violence. You're right, if I think like everybody else, but because I deal with somebody totally different, I'm following God. And I'm doing what he say do. I'm not worried about what nobody else thinks, say, or feel. You know, people say, you did it. You did this. Yes, I did. I did whatever you think I did. Whatever you said I did.
I'm not still on the same page. Exactly.
I'm not on that page
something else to do. Got a more positive mindset.
I have repented for my sins to the best person. And the only person that can help me, that's who I repent to. I've repented for my sins, and anything that I've done wrong, I've repented, and I still repent, because I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress myself. But I don't know, just something about kids. I've been dealing with kids all my life, mostly girls, because, you know, I mean, my son always was at my mom's house, and I just feel like a kid not supposed to suffer. You know, the kid's not supposed to have to go through nothing. You know, I mean, I don't know if it's the parenting, because parenting don't come with, being a mother don't come with a book.
Instructions,
You know, being a father don't come with a book. But
people have to take into consideration that's your kid, and take time out and raise your kid, opposed to just hatching these kids. You know, it take time, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Even after they turn 18, it's like a whole different job.
Yours. They still yours, but it can be done. Because it's patience, and that's what a lot of people don't have. You know, even for themselves, they don't have patience. You know, some people give up right before that big break, right before God finna open that door. Then some people give up because they feel like, I'm tired of waiting. Or I'm, one of the little guys, like, I'm tired. I've been praying to God. But
and
who are
that's
you?
when people like us step in and continue to talk to them and continue to support them, and not allow them to feel down because it's not coming fast enough.
But
you have
God
to
is
stay
an on-time God, though.
You have to stay
He's
focused.
an on-time God. I always tell him, when I was out there, I speak for myself, when I was out there fighting or whatever anybody thought I was doing, and once I started changing my life, I feel like nothing was moving quick enough. But God said, who are you? When I was calling you before, you took your time, so I'm going to take my time. But I waited. I waited. Trust me, I waited. Nothing happens overnight, but I waited, and I learned patience. I've learned to be respect. I've learned so much that I wish I would have learned way before. I regret a whole lot of things that I did because I could have been way further in my life. But I know everything happened for a reason. So that's why I try to reach out and pray so hard for these kids, because I know what Compton was like when we moved here. It was white people, carnivals and all that other stuff. Now, I mean, I know what it could be like, drill team, I won hula hoop contest, everything,
Right.
So I know what Compton could be like, I know what it is, I know what it could be like, but it's going to take the village.
Yeah, it's going to take us.
You can't
everybody
give up. Even for some of you triple OGs or you YGs or whatever, y'all, even if you got a son or you might have a family or not, but grab 2 more other kids. If you grab them and spend some time with them like you do in your family, it's not even always about the money. It's about the time. Take them fishing. Some of these kids never been fishing. Some of them never been hunting. Some of them never did nothing. I guarantee if you take these kids and start showing them a good time, they're gonna love it. They might even sit in the car the first time and act like they mad, but then they gonna say, Mr. Johnson, can I go again? But
the thing is, when you do that, don't mean to cut you off, but when you do that, you open doors for their imagination beyond the hood.
Exactly.
Because you have kids that have never even been to the beach,
right.
And the beach is only miles away.
Right.
But it opens their imagination to other things, just driving, or whether you in Big Bear or wherever the case may be, just something that's kind of little to us as adults would be huge to them, and then they would start thinking outside the box. You cannot expect someone to think outside the box that has never been out the box.
That's right.
Like, you can't.
All some of them know is Compton. All some of them know is going to school and coming back home, or LA, or wherever they grew up, whatever little area that they grew up in. I know some parents might not be well off and being able to take their kids places or whatever, but it's people out here now that my organization, it's a lot of organizations out here. There's other organizations that's doing things. You have one of the girls, she does modeling. You have another girl, she work with kids. You have Danica, who does modeling. You have Christy, who has CTS. You have Boo, who work with the girls. Live Your Life. It's all kind of. It's all kind of other organizations out here. It don't just have to be Sylvia and Angels. It's other organizations out here. You have Inner City Child Development, which is Jackie. Like, you have all kind of organizations out here that's willing to help kids or whatever, but we can't help you if we don't know you need help. We can't read minds. We can't see through walls, and I know sometimes myself, I get real busy, but I still have somebody, Boo, who's always here to help me. If you pick up the phone and say, look, I need help, my daughter is over here, and like I said, we're not rich or whatever, but even if it's for nothing but tampons, even if it's nothing but to talk, to sit up and talk and tell her, give my testimony, or Boo give her testimony, or we can have some of the other younger girls that turned their life around. I got some young nieces that started off trying to gangbang, but best believe I be trying to put my foot in their butt and my grandson. So because I know what they be out there trying to do too, and I be on their butt. I even be telling the homeboys, they ain't finna be from no hood, because if you put them on a mission and they get caught and they tell on you, don't knock on my door saying your grandson snitched, because they get away from my door, because I already told you, I warned you, because a lot of them ain't about that life. We had people in our days wasn't about that life, and like I said, the guys back in them days, they were gangsters. That's what I've seen gangsters. Nowadays I don't know what the call is. And then how do you send if you got a kid, you don't want nobody sending your kid, because remember, your kid grow up. You don't want nobody don't do nothing to your child that you don't want nobody to do don't do nothing to nobody else's kid that you don't want nobody doing to yours. You
Right.
know, because that you don't know how that karma coming back. I don't know how it's coming back. Nobody knows how karma is coming back. And then another thing, they locking y'all up all day long for
All
a
day.
piece of bubble gum. Now they letting all the older cats out, and they locking y'all up all day long for no reason, or killing y'all. You know, you running, y'all see them, they shooting you in your back. I mean, like, come on now, y'all, we gotta do better.
We gotta do better.
We gotta do better. We gotta do better. I mean, black lives don't just matter when the police do it. Black lives matter in the hood. Black lives matter walking down the street. Black lives matter if you sit in the church house. You know, I mean, black lives supposed to matter.
Period.
Say that again.
Period.
It's supposed to matter all the time. You know, black lives should always matter. But I mean, you know, it's so much that we got to say. We probably it will be a part two to this.
3, 4, and
yeah,
5.
because it's just so much. Like, we sitting here, like, I know myself, I'm just so full, and so I'm just so full and upset that I can't even. I had so much to say, and I can't even figure out because my brain is so clouded. Yeah, for real. I need to start sticking them around because my brain is so clouded
Frustrated.
with. Like it's the frustration because I don't know which way to go. Like, I don't know. Somebody got to do something. You know, somebody got to do something. Y'all, somebody got to do something. And we need the village. We need the village. The village consists of all of us, mothers, fathers, grandfathers, grandmas, you know.
The neighbor that don't have no kids.
Yeah. I know it's not like, you know, when we was growing up, the neighbor could whoop us.
Not no more.
Your mama
they should have never stopped that, though, but not no more.
The neighbor could whoop us. Or I mean, it was just like a family thing, you know. It was a family thing because it was so much love, and I'm trying to figure out what happened to the love. Where did the love go? Like, I love everybody, even the people that don't love me, even the people that may comment crazy on that. I love everybody. It's nothing you can do to make me mad because my life has changed, and I'm
still a work in progress with that thought right there. I am working because you can make me mad.
She is, because I be trying to tell her, girl, don't let that make you mad, because I mean, I came too far. I figure I didn't went through the war, so now God fight all my battles. So I give them all to him. He fight all my battles. I'm not saying if you come up and swing on me, I'm gonna stand there.
Right, that ain't gonna happen.
But I'm just saying God fight, you know, all my battles. I try to ignore a whole lot of things, and I'm still a work in progress as well. But I've gotten way better than what I was, you know. But I don't know. Maybe somebody can come on here and help us, or maybe we can put something together, try to help these kids.
We gonna put something together, because that's, you already know, I'm like edging right on there. So we need to put something together, at least probably starting out once a week, and have meetings, you know, with the kids and the parents, preferably the kids and the parents, because my thing about that is to have a meeting with the kids. If you're not actually addressing the parents as well and having like a council meeting, or not council meeting, but like an intimate meeting with the parent, then that's the core of the kids issue. So you cannot really address the kids beyond, you know, not talking to their parents. Just my opinion. It's like a 2 for 1.
Because the problem can start at home.
Right.
Most of the
and
time
then we get their head clear a little bit here, then they go back home to the same thing. So, you know,
and to all you kids out there, if y'all need me, hit me up. I mean, call me. Like I said, I don't have much, but I always got an ear. I can always help you. I can always talk to you if you got a problem. It ain't got to be, it's between you, me, and God. Because once you give it to me, I'm going to give it to God. And know that he answers prayers. Trust me. Look at me. He answered prayers.
Look at me.
He answers prayers. I mean, you just got to be patient with him. Just like he's been patient with you so long, you got to be patient with him and know that he's going to answer your prayer. All you got to do is keep praying. Don't give up, like I heard the young man say, like, I prayed so much, and God didn't answer my prayer, but you didn't give him time. And then you have to learn, when you give something to God, you got to leave it alone. You can't give it to him and expect him to continue to stay there to try to work on it. If you give it to him, you got to step back, you know, because then if you try to fix it, then he's going to step back. So give it to God and let him work on it,
and believe that he's going to work on it. You can't give it to him and then not have faith.
I got so many testimonies for y'all to tell you that I know Woo, yes, he do. I got some testimonies for y'all. One day y'all gonna pass by and see me on top of the car butterflying, dancing, like, because he just so good. I do be outside sometime in the front. If y'all pass by and see me dancing, don't say she crazy.
Right.
I'm
happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Appreciative, all that.
Of everything that he done for me, because he done saved me from stuff that I didn't even know he saved me from, and some things that I knew, and I'm like, wow, wow, wow. You know, so just know that God does answer prayer. And again, if we can do anything to help, if I can pray with you, if I can pray for you, you can call me anytime. You can go to Sylvia Nunn Angels, SN Angels Instagram, Sylvia Nunn Angels Facebook. I'm on Twitter, but I'm kind of old when it comes to social media, so that's why I move so slow, because I got a whole bunch of stuff to show y'all. But I am on Twitter. What else am I on? I got a website, www.sylvianunnangels.org. My phone number, 310-906-9154, because I know how to block them, you know. So, I mean, this is really for the kids, or just people in general. If you got questions, if you need some history on something, or if you think I know something that may help you, then all you got to do is just open
your mouth.
Open your
mouth. Because
mouth.
I've noticed with myself, with talking to people, it does help. You know what I'm saying? Where, because it was a point that I wouldn't talk about certain things just out of shame.
Right.
Being ashamed of where I come from, as far as in not the area, but as far as in family. You know, with my mom's situation, my dad's situation, I was very ashamed. So I never did seek the help that I needed, because I didn't want people to judge me.
Right.
And that right there was like the longest, worst thing that I've done. I should have been talking to people just to exercise my brain and give myself other thoughts to think of, as well as understand what their perspective of what I'm saying is, which only thing I'm saying, that was a little jibber jabber, but what I'm saying is talk to someone.
That's that inside grieving.
Talk to someone. It's not
inside grieving.
Pressure bust pipes.
Yeah, that's that inside grieving, and all you got to do is if you don't let it go, if you don't talk to someone, then you will never be able to get it solved.
And harbor anger.
Yeah, you'll be angry, and that's where a lot of the anger comes from kids. And don't let nobody peer pressure you into doing nothing you don't want to do, because you'll be the one to do the time for it, or get hurt behind it.
Listening to peer pressure, that puts you in the follower category. Let's be very clear, you guys. You're not a leader, okay? Okay.
Yeah, so just like I said,
hit us up. Hit me up. You know me, MomaBoo132 on IG, and MomaBoo on Facebook, and MomaBoo on YouTube. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. Hit us up. I mean, IG, my number is on IG. You can call me, inbox me. I mean, and share this video. You guys do not never want to share anything positive, and I think that's the dumbest shit on the planet. Share the video, because it may be a kid that's looking at it that needs some help and don't have anyone to talk to, and just may reach out. So please share this video so someone else could get help if they need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, serious.
And I do have a YouTube channel too. I'm gonna start trying to do more talks on my YouTube.
She needs to upload videos. She has videos that she haven't uploaded.
Gangs of videos I haven't even uploaded, even pictures and history and stuff like that. I'm just slow. Like, I be doing so much, I'm kind of slow when it comes to social media. So I'm trying to get somebody to start doing it for me or whatever. But we gotta go.
We will be back. We will be back next week. So thank you guys for tuning in. Please leave your comments. Leave your comments. If you have anything that you need to say or questions or whatever, leave your comments. And on my YouTube channel, I will leave all her links so you guys can click over there and speak to her if that's what you like to do as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back next week. Until next week, deuces.